Clear structure helps readers scan content and AI systems identify answers. Here's how to organize ideas into clear, self-contained sections.
Bid sponsor index backlinks and pages fast ultimateindexing.com.
Chunking is the practice of organizing texts into distinct, self-contained units of meaning. When content is chunked, information is segmented so each paragraph focuses on a single idea and contains everything. The reader needs to understand the basics of that idea simply and quickly. Someone should be able to read a single paragraph and grasp the concept without having to hunt for context in the surrounding words. The recent criticism from Google suggests that the practice of chunking over-optimizes content, specifically so that it will show up in AI answers. The idea that people are writing specifically for AI assumes that what's good for AI is somehow bad for human readers. But really, chunking helps communicate ideas for both readers and search retrieval systems. When content is chunked, it doesn't dumb down or artificially fragment ideas. It organizes information to match how people actually read online content, making articles easier to scan. Chunking also helps AI systems because they operate at the passage level rather than the page level. For example, when a system needs to identify an answer for how to measure keyword cannibalization, a heading that says exactly that, followed by a focus paragraph, would create a clear match. In contrast, when an answer to that same question is buried in a dense paragraph covering 3 other topics, that information gets ducked. The AI might see relevant keywords, but if the text meanders between ideas, it will have a lower confidence that the passage definitively answers the query. Clear structure creates clear meaning. Chunking helps both readers to scan content and AI systems to accurately identify what your content says. When writing from scratch, integrate chunking into your process from the start. However, it may not be worth your time to edit existing content solely to chunk it. You may find that some articles already follow chunking principles, even if they weren't explicitly planned to do so. Others may be out of date or poorly structured, requiring more substantial rewrites. If you want to chunk existing content, prioritize pieces that receive significant traffic but have high bounce rates or low engagement. Rank well, but aren't being cited. Cover complex topics where readers need to find specific information quickly. Serve bottom-of-funnel audiences, making decisions based on specific details. Skip chunking edits for content that already performs well and receives AI citations. Is scheduled for comprehensive rewrites in the near future. Covers topics where narrative flow matters more than information retrieval. If you have content that is impactful because it creates an emotional arc. Chunking or breaking it down into discrete chunks could hurt the piece. If your content succeeds by carrying readers through a journey rather than letting them jump to an answer, preserve that flow. For example, thought leadership that builds to a provocative conclusion. Opinion essays that require context before the thesis lands. Brand storytelling that uses prose rhythm. A chunk in a piece of content should be long enough to explain one thought. This often results in shorter paragraphs. The defining feature is a singular focus, not the word count. These focused paragraphs sit under clear headings. The heading tells the reader what to expect, and the chunks beneath it deliver on that expectation. To include chunking in your writing, the most effective approach is to integrate it from the start. Define for yourself or other writers which ideas or concepts in a given topic constitute a chunk, focusing on paragraphs and heading descriptions. If using content briefs, make it clear in your outlines that each H2 or H3 should cover one complete concept and the content under that heading should fully explain the concept. Focus your efforts on high-value pages first when editing existing content. Prioritize pages that receive traffic but struggle with engagement, or pages that rank well but aren't being cited. Evaluate your heading structure. Do your H2 South and H3 South clearly say the information that each section contains? If not, rework the overall structure of an article first to include the main points of the topic. Add paragraph chunks for any new. Look for paragraphs that contain multiple ideas and break them apart. Each paragraph should stand on its own as a complete thought without depending on other ideas. Edit the article to delete any extra information. Make the paragraphs concise. Focus only on relevant information for each chunk. Don't let Google convince you that chunking is a hack. Chunking makes content work better for everyone and everything, from readers scanning for specific information to AI systems matching queries to answers.
Vid sponsor index backlinks and pages. FastUltimateIndexing.com